Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 9 of our midweek market update. Thank you guys for joining us again. My name is Julianne Herman. I am a financial advisor here at Nexus One and really excited to be home here with everybody at this office and you guys as our clients. Hope you guys have enjoyed time with your family and wish you a happy new year.
Hey everyone. As we move through the final trading days of 2025, we're witnessing kind of a classic tug of war right now between a record breaking year and some people still kind of taking profits off the table. We've officially entered that Santa Claus rally we talked about last week. And, the line hasn't been straight up. There's still a couple trade days left. And the underlying strength of the domestic economy remains the headline story right now. So there's two big things moving the needle in a general upward direction right now. One is the economy is proving to be pretty resilient. New data showed that the GDP for Q3 grew at 4.3%. That is significantly higher than what the experts were expecting. This kind of confirms that it's hard to stop the US consumer from spending, for better or worse. The consumer is, at the end of the day, kind of the engine for the domestic market. So we know the economy appears to be doing well based on GDP numbers. So that's a good thing, right? The market should just go straight up, but not so fast, says the Fed. Uh, because the economy is so strong, there's a growing debate about whether the Federal Reserve will pause the rate cutting cycle in January. The market is currently trying to kind of digest the idea that good news for the economy could mean higher interest rates for longer. So even though the economy is doing well, by all accounts, just keep in mind the Fed is still a powerful entity when it comes to determining which direction the market is going to go in. This week, we're going to be going over something that people often confuse, and that is the difference between tax deductions and tax credits. People confuse them because they're similar. Both will reduce the amount of tax that you pay. They just do it in two different ways. So let's talk about what a deduction does. Most of you will see a deduction in the form of a standard deduction. Some of you might itemize. But whether it's standard or itemized, a deduction simply reduces the amount of income that is subject to tax. Let me give you a quick example. If you're somebody that has a $10,000 deduction, it'll lower your taxable income by $10,000. But the value of that deduction will really depend on what your tax rate is. So here's an individual that has a $100,000 a year income. They get a deduction of $10,000. So their new income is $90,000 for tax purposes. They're in a 24% tax bracket. Simple math, their tax bill is about $21,600. So let's move on to a tax credit. Simply put, a tax credit reduces your tax bill dollar for dollar after taxable income has been calculated. So if you get a $10,000 tax credit, it's going to lower what you owe the IRS by $10,000, regardless of your tax bracket. Let's look at this in a quick example. This individual earns $100,000 a year. For some reason, they got no deduction at all, which means their taxable income would be $100,000. If they're in a 24% tax bracket, simple math, that means they're going to owe $24,000 to the IRS. But if they have a $10,000 tax credit, they're not going to owe $24,000. They're only going to owe $14,000. So you can kind of see how a tax credit is a little bit different than a deduction here.
Hi, my name is Tanisha. I'm a relationship manager here at Nexus One Financial, and I just really wanted to let you know that we do appreciate you for watching this video, and we hope you all have a wonderful new year.